In this video, I'm going to cover the extra responsibilities you'll have as a partnership client. So, we've said many times, as full business management, you don't have any responsibilities, you leave it all to us. But if you're going into the partnership service, here's some of the things that we would need to expect from you at the very start, so that you know and you're going into it with eyes open exactly what your responsibilities in this partnership are. Well, you're probably going to need to be local. It's going to really be impossible to do this not being local. One of the reasons to pick the partnership service is that you're local, you're there quicker to react than the property manager, who may be half an hour or an hour away. You're going to need to be physically located near the property to go and deal with any guests. Second, you're going to need to have the availability to be in call pretty much 24/7, so you know if you've got guests staying at your property, they may contact you. So, if many reasons why they might do this. They can't find the property, they can't work a key box, you may be doing face-to-face meet and greet. Many people say the Wi-Fi don't work because I've unplugged it for a set of hair straighteners. There's so many reasons why guest phone is not always emergencies, but with general inquiries. So, you become a property manager, you're there to manage the property alongside us. If you're not answering the phone, the guests will be annoyed. So you're going to need to pretty much be in call or have some facility to be taking calls and communicate with your guests. Now, that works very well for some of our owners on partnership because they love that. They actually get a buzz. Thinking of a few landlords who really get a buzz, really adding value to the guests, and they absolutely don't mind being called 24/7, and they're happy to take those guest calls, and they're even happy to run and help the guests where possible. But I would say that's a small fraction of our owners. Most owners tend to not want that, and they definitely don't want bothered at the weekend. So we're going to need to be local. We're definitely going to need to be available all the time when we have guests. The next segment is our personality needs to be right for that. We need to have a hospitality mindset and a customer service mindset. Many people entering this industry come from the buy-to-let industry, and if a tenant asked to get an extra pot or pan or an extra few glasses, or say I've smashed a glass, could I get another one? Then if they come from it from a property perspective, then we're never going to be able to deliver that customer service, that hospitality element. So we need to look at it as our personality is the same as a hotel receptionist would be, or that really sweet guest house owner when you go to reception or you phone up and ask for something. Can you get an extra towel? Can we get this? Have you got this? Got an ironing board? Whatever that is. You're going to need to have the right personality for this, because if you don't, and you're abrupt and you don't care and you're cheeky to guests, and this happens, and you don't have the right attitude that's friendly and hospitality focused, then your guests are just going to give you bad reviews, and that's going to have a roll-on effect, and your property won't work, and you're going to lose money on it. So you're going to need to have the right personality here. So there's a few things that you're going to need to do. You're going to always be on call for guests, perhaps go to the property to deal with them, answering questions. And again, some people are really, really great at this, and if you're watching this and all that excites you, then the partnership service for you. But if you don't feel it's right, then don't enter into it, because the guests will just have bad experiences, you'll get annoyed, you'll not want to do it, and it just won't be a nice, pleasant experience for you. Now, a great example of why you might want to do this, over the years, we've had owners, two great examples, owners who loved making fresh bread. When I first went to see them at the start of Pillow, and walked into the property and you could smell bread, she was literally making bread in a bread machine so that the guest had fresh bread. And she said, "Scott, I don't want to do full management because I love making bread, it's just my little touch," and she really enjoyed doing that. And that was an amazing thing to do, and it was great for us because we got lots of reviews for the property. It was very successful, made lots of money for everyone involved, but she enjoyed doing it, and she had the house next door. She was a surgeon and she saved her money and bought the house next door, so she was nice and local. She did the cleaning herself, not a problem, and made fresh bread. The other great example was a lady who said to us, "Yeah, definitely want to use you, but I make lemon drizzle cake for every guest, and it's just my thing. I enjoy baking and always make lemon drizzle cake so that there's fresh lemon drizzle cake for the guests moving in. Could Pillow do this?" And we said, "Well, we can't. The property manager can't bake cakes for one property. It's just not something we could logistically do, and we would never want to commit to it, because I don't know if property manager, I certainly couldn't make lemon drizzle cake, but that owner was adamant. She wanted, and it was Edinburgh, she wanted to provide that guests coming to Edinburgh, the capital city, with an amazing experience with her world-class lemon drizzle cake. So she loved doing that. She loved baking, and providing that to the guest was just something that she felt she wouldn't want to take out. She wouldn't want to lower the experience that that guest had by not providing that, by giving that to Pillow for full management. So in that instance, the partnership was right for her. So if you love making bread or cake baking or put little guest treats out, then the partnership service is for you. If the thought of that absolutely horrifies you, then have second thoughts about getting involved in the partnership service.